Advice to the Muslims in the West. Question. What advice can you give to the Muslims in the West in the current situation in which the Muslim Ummah finds itself? How can we fulfill our Islamic duties and please Allah? Answer. Praise be to Allah. Our advice to our Muslim brothers who are living in the West, now, is the same as the advice that Allah gave to the first and the last, which is to fear Allah and to do that which is enjoined by Allah and His Messenger, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, and to avoid that which is forbidden by Allah and His Messenger. 2. Do not stay there, except for those of you who are forced to stay or who need to do so, because they have no other place to go, or because they are sick and need treatment, or they are active in da'wah, calling people to Islam, or if you are natives of that land and can practice your religion openly. You know your situation better than we do, and you have seen for yourselves how the West has shown its true colors with regard to so-called religious freedom and freedom of self-expression. That has become permissible for all religions except Islam, and for all people except the Muslims. The heads of some of these states have even dared to issue laws forbidding Muslim women to wear hijab in public schools. 3. If you have no alternative but to stay in those countries, then strive not to raise your children there. Send them to a Muslim country, to their families or to Islamic centers that will take care of them and educate them. No matter how great the corruption in Muslim countries, it cannot compare to the kufr and permissiveness that exists in the West, except in a few rare cases. 4. You have to present a correct image of Islam by adhering to its rituals, morals and ways. Many countries were won over by Muslim merchants who dealt in a good and kind manner with people, so that they gave a good image of Islam, and countries became Muslim at their hands whose inhabitants number in the tens of millions. 5. It is not permissible for you to look for war to dilute the rulings of Islam and to make compromises in order to please the West and its people. Rather, you should feel proud of your religion and adhere to the guidance of your Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, no matter who disagrees with you. You see how the followers of deviant ideas and perversions feel proud of their principles and ideas and proclaim them openly with no embarrassment. The followers of truth have more right to do that. 6. Be united in adhering to the truth and in defending the truth. Do not become divided and lose your strength, thus enabling your enemy to defeat you. And do not show your differences openly in front of the kuffar. Advise one another in private and not in plain view of others. 7. Do not hesitate to be involved in newspapers, magazines, broadcasting and all kinds of media, within Islamic guidelines, and let your participation be with a purpose, namely to show the true face of Islam. Defend the honor of your Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, for many kafirs may be receptive and may respond to a kind word or be influenced by strong evidence. 8. You have to develop strong ties with the scholars and sheikhs whose knowledge is trustworthy, through all available means. Rid yourselves of ignorance about your faith so that you may dispel the ignorance of others in turn. Introduce Islam to the public, free of all impurities. 9. Visit the Holy Land of Allah, Makkah al-Mukarramah, for Hajj and Umrah, in order to strengthen your faith and form strong ties with the scholars and sheikhs. We often see Muslims from all corners of the earth, but rarely from the West. So strive to do this and cooperate in organizing trips, and you will see a great deal of good inshallah. 10. Finally, strive to obey and worship Allah, and take good care of your sons and daughters. Strive to form strong bonds between family members. We ask Allah to help you to do that which pleases Him and to help you to obey Him and worship Him well.